even after 2021, it is fixed at only like 15 to 17%. So contribution of manufacturing in the overall GDP, it is not increasing. It is only fixed at 15 to 17%. So this is a problem because it should increase in the percentage in the GDP. The limited growth in manufacturing as compared to services owing to reasons like infrastructure constraints, higher logistic cost. So logistic cost, it is the sum of all the expenditure undertaken to make a good or service that will be available to the market, mainly to the end consumer. So if in easy language I can explain, it is a kind of expenditure, or it is a kind of money which is spent on a particular good or service that is available, and that particular good is available to the market, and then it is available to the end consumer like us. So this is a logistic cost. It means it includes the production of the good, then it includes the transportation of the good, then it includes the distribution of the good, then finally it reaches to us. And in all that process, what cost does it include? Delivery charge plus everything, production cost plus transportation cost, these are logistical cost. So in manufacturing sector there is a larger logistic cost, and which is a problem because if logistic cost is higher, then products will be of higher rate and competitiveness in the market will be decreased. Then Indian products will be hit by foreign companies same product. Like same has been happened in mobile sector. Many mobile companies such as Lava, Spice, they are producing in Indian phones, but the problem is the phone's cost is very much, and also the kind of quality that they provide is not matched with other phones such as Vivo, Oppo, iPhone. So this is a problem. Like higher logistic cost will decrease competitiveness of the products. Education, over 250 million school going students with continuously improving gender parity. So 250 million school going students will continuously improving gender parity. It means like female and male participation in the school is increasing, and it is a good sign. Then gross enrollment ratio, it was like 27.1% in financial year 20, and only 46.2% of graduates are employable. So this is a problem. It means 46.2% people who have taken a degree, who are graduate, only these people are employed, and the left 64% around, they are unemployed. So this is a problem. It means the people have skill, but there is lack of employment opportunities for them. Then energy, it has a increasing renewable energy share, 39.43%. So it is a good sign because renewable energy is very good for the country. It has less carbon footprint, it has no carbon footprint, and it will reduce the dependence of energy on other countries such as Russia, China for the energy. So it has increased in the share. And obstacle what the energy faces is that high power loss, because there is a kind of theft of electricity, and also it is below capacity operation. So what is produced by the electricity sector or by the electricity terminal, it is not operationalized at the same rate. It is decreased by some megawatts. And a higher dependence on imported energy, especially oil and gas. So India's demand for oil and gas is so much because there is a huge population. Also, industries are so much. So oil and gas is very much needed for India. But problem is, it is very much dependent on the imported energy. It has not self-reliance on oil and gas. The next is healthcare sector. So one of the largest sectors with the size of around $350 billion, employing 4.7 million people. So it is a good sign because 4.7 million people are involved in health sector and they are employed under the health sector. So it is a great sign. Then problem is that public spending is very low on healthcare. Like public spending is only 2.1% of GDP. It means government is not spending huge amount of GDP on the healthcare, and which is very much required. It is only 2.1% of the GDP. Then maternal mortality, child mortality rate is higher. And also malnourishment of the children is so much, stunted children and food problems are so much for the poor children, so also they get malnourished. Innovation and entrepreneurship. India ranks 46th in Global Innovation Index and third largest startup ecosystem. It has 100 unicorns. So Global Innovation Index is an annual ranking of countries, all the world countries. It is an annual ranking of countries for capacity in innovation and success in innovation. So India ranked 46th last year, it means in 2021, and 2022 edition of the Global Innovation Index was released recently, in which India ranked 40th in 2022. Then it has 100 unicorns. So unicorns are privately held startup. These are startups which have reached $1 billion valuation. Only private startups can become unicorn. So India has total 100 unicorns which have a valuation of $1 billion. Then problem is there is a fluctuation in intellectual property rights. Intellectual property rights are the rights for the person invention, literacy or artistic work, logo, company name. So intellectual property rights are the rights basically which are given for person invention. It means if someone has invent something, then intellectual property right will be given to that person or company. So there is a lot of fluctuation in that policy. So policies for these rights are not adequate, or it means are not suited, because these are very much fluctuated, changed frequently. So it creates a lot of problem to owners who have their invention. Weak industry academia linkage. Women representation is very poor in innovation and entrepreneurship. This is the issue. And also dominance of few large firms. So due to dominance of large firms, the small startups and small entrepreneurs are not getting good score in innovation and entrepreneurship. Then human capital. So 12 million new additions every year. It means 12 million people labor force participation, like workforce is add every year, but and slow but increasing urbanization. So urbanization is increasing, like people are shifting from rural areas to urban areas. Obstacle what is it faced is 20% of the population is BPL, and rising income inequality. So India is currently lower middle income country, and 20% of the population is in the BPL line, so it is a problem. And there is a rising income inequality. It means rich are very rich and poor are very poor, so the gap is so much, so it also create a problem, especially in urban areas. And formally skilled labor is very low, like people skilled in anything, any field, it is very low. And also there is a limited job upgradation opportunities. Trade and investment. So global exports and capital flows are growing. It means what India exports, the share of that exports in global exports, it is increasing. And also capital inflows in FDI, foreign direct investment, that means investment by the foreign companies in India is also increases. So this is a kind of achievement. Then flattering export growth despite rising global GDP share. So growth is not there despite GDP share, global GDP share, like there's 3.5% of India's GDP in global GDP share, but export is not so much. Then reducing share of exports in GDP, it is also 18%. So exports share in global exports is not good, it is continuously declining. Then foreign direct investment growth rate is also declining. It means investment or by the foreign countries growth rate is also declining. And what is the way forward? To move towards middle or high income countries by 2047, it means India is lower middle income country from the World Bank data. And to overcome the various challenges, India must need social and economic development agendas integration. It means with economic progress, it also needs social progress. Like if countries global, like if countries GDP is fifth largest economy, then it should also make improvement in social things, such as the income of the each household must be increased. So if that kind of growth is there, then it will be called complete growth. Structural transformation, it based on 4 prosperity goals. 4 prosperity goals are in the diagram. A broad ambition for India's future. So prosperity is social, solid, sustainable and shared. You can read it. Industrial and regional policies. So promote competitive federalism between states, union territories. So if there is a healthy competition between states, between one state and another state, and between one union territory and state, so it will ensure regional inequality it will identify actually regional inequality, and it will also address them, because there is a kind of data released or ranking released on that, if which state performed best in this. So if there is a kind of healthy competition, not bad competition between one state to another, then they will try to perform good in that index. For example, Madhya Pradesh is ranked with cleanliness in number 1. Encouraging regional leaders to advance a dynamic local economy. So regional leaders should be encouraged, like at the ground level, so that local economy also get advanced at the tier 1, at the tier 2 tier 3 cities, they should also be encouraged. Then local economy will be encouraged. Strengthening coordination within government to overcome fragmentation in policy design and implementation. Business environment policies, then these are industrial and regional policies, and next is business environment policies. So if agriculture productivity is increased and manufacturing is also maximized through public private participation, public private collaboration, then these models should be adopted. And also it should create a kind of business environment which is towards innovation, which is towards technical niche. It means technical niche here is it is kind of interest, it is your interest towards new technology or to explore new technology. For example, in the IT industry, candidates are recruited on the basis of their niche skills such as artificial intelligence, Java programming, etc. So technical niche must be there. Social policies, like it should create opportunities for women, it should create opportunities for low skilled workers, because low skilled workers lack skills, so job opportunities also get reduced for them. So opportunities for them should also be created. They should be skilled through various organizations or various type of policies. Then energy security must be there, so that we should not depend on import, but we should be dependent, we should be self-reliance on the energy, so import will be minimized. Enterprise policies, so if science, mathematics, engineering, technology, it will be merged with creative economy, then interaction between these will create a good output. Then global India, ease of doing business should be there, like foreign companies do not face difficulty to do business in the country, so policies should be framed according to that in the country. Then strategic investment in research, talent and infrastructure should be there, like there should be a lot of research. So research data provides a good information about various things, and also infrastructure will also be good for tech based innovation, because technology needs a good infrastructure. So if good infrastructure is there, then everything will be worked out very well.